it's me, Renee, and I'm back for another recommendation video. This time it's the prompt number 4, Hero on a Quest, or Hero or Heroine, because, do I only read books about boys? No, I don't. Do I only read books about girls? No, but a hero can be a heroine as well. So I suppose, if you're going to talk about a journey, heroine's journey is something else than a hero's journey, but that's not something we want to talk about here. So first we have, I'm going to focus on the quest part, not the hero or heroine. But yeah. First we have, give me a little moment. Just want to check something first. I'm pregnant, or it's the Norwegian version, so Uppdrag Abort. This came out, I think, 3 years ago now. It's been a little while. It came out 2019. Yep. And it's a movie on HBO, and it's a contemporary YA, all about these two friends, or they used to be friends and now they're frenemies. Well, not frenemies. Okay, they're acquaintances, I suppose you should say. But they go across state lines because one of the people, Veronica, she wants to get abortion, but her parents are conservatives, and so yeah, so she kind of and she lives in a state where to get an abortion you have to go in a different state, because in her state you have to have your parents' permission. But she doesn't have a car. Her acquaintance or friend, blah blah blah, Bailey, helps her with her car, and they go on a cross country road trip. It's fun with shenanigans, but there's also interesting, weird people and anti-abortion people, and and it's a little bit of a quest, really. Often you think quest, you don't really think contemporary, but I would say this is kind of a quest to get an abortion, and a very fun book. Then we have Starry Nights by Daisy Whitney, and in this one, I suppose in a way it's kind of like a night at a museum, where in this one the art comes to life instead of just, it's not a museum, well, it's a art museum, and the art comes to life, but something's happened with the art, so they have to go on a quest or kind of figure out how to save the art. And it's just a lovely, lovely story. It's touching, and I've read this twice now, twice, and each time I cry at the end because it's so touching and moving. And but it's also a book that makes you laugh, a book that makes you smile. It's a book that kind of gives you everything. So yeah, I would say definitely check out this book. And then we have the Skullduggeries Lesson series. This one just kind of being a stand-in, but yeah, all the books are kind of quest-based. I suppose because they're fantasy, but I suppose not all fantasy are quest-based. But yeah, in this series, it's kind of all of them they have to stop a villain, and they often have to go on a quest to stop the villain. And as I said in the last video, one of the last videos, Skullduggeries Lesson, highly recommend this series. Though yeah, it's a bit scary here and there, but just do like me and just skip those scenes, and then you'll just be left with very funny characters and great story. And you get a lot out of this series even if you skip some scenes, like I do. And then we have Prom Theory by Anne Labar. Again, this is a contemporary. I suppose you wouldn't really expect contemporaries to be on a list of quest books. But I would say, quest. Often you think of quest as something fantasy based, but quest, at least to me, it's kind of like you're going on a journey. You have to figure something out. So yeah, this one I would say it's a quest. It's okay. So the main character Iris Octoby, she has non-verbal learning disorder like me, which what was kind of why I picked up this book, and why I quite have a good appreciation for this book. I didn't love it, but I still appreciate it very much and talk about it now and then. And in this one, Iris, she goes on a quest in a way to kind of discover how does love or relationship work? How does how does like love work and how does relationship and flirting work. And yeah, this book is kind of like her story about like how to figure out that. She kind of goes on it on a wrong way, like she does it by a wrong way, but she's still trying. And yeah, and then we have another contemporary. Hey, who am I to do things the normal way? I mean, quest and contemporary reads. Hey, I do things my own way. But yeah, so we have Love, Life, and List and Fancy Ships. Sorry, Love List and Fancy Ships. So this is let's say why? No, it's an adult romance, though it's not like there's a lot of sex scenes in it, but there's yeah some sex scenes here and there, and like the characters are adults, and the main character Jo, she works on a cruise ship, so some of like the elements on the books in the book is set there. Uh, but yeah, and then she kind of her sister she died a few years ago, so she kind of decides herself to like make a bucket list. So Jo she's turning 30 and like at the end of the summer, and so she has a bucket list that she made the year before, and she has done some of the stuff, but she hasn't finished it. So yeah, this book is kind of like her summer of finishing that list, but also taking care of her niece and nephew because she's the guardian now, and also finding love. So yeah, her quest to finish the list, I would say, and also I suppose in a way her quest to find herself because she's also kind of on a journey to find herself in a way. So yeah, this I would say works. And then we have Written in the Stars, another contemporary. This is a contemporary romance, female romance, adult romance, sapphic romance, and so I would say this doesn't work for both of them. But one of the characters, Elle, she's kind of looking for love. Darcy, she's not, but Elle, she kind of is. So it's a quest to find love. So yeah, I'm gonna use it in that way. And also like this is the first in trilogy, and at least in my mind, this first one and last one is kind of the best, but like they're all really enjoyable. So if you want a nice adult romance, check out this series. You're gonna have a really good time. So yeah, I recommend this highly. Then we have give me a moment. You know what? So then we have a few more books, but yeah. Next we have Amelia Westlake Was Never Here by Erin Goff. And I think in the US it's called just Amelia Westlake. So if you see this and it's Amelia Westlake, it's the same book, it's just slightly different titles. And yeah, this is a quest against the patriarchy and against chauvinists. It's a book set in high school where two peers decide to kind of start pranks and similar things to kind of get people to think like, yeah, I mean, things shouldn't really be like this because there's some stupid rules for men and, well, for the boys and other rules for the girls, and a teacher who's kind of chauvinistic and he's kind of flirting on a bit of a, I mean, he's kind of going crossing the line on flirting with the students and stuff like that. And yeah, I read this earlier this year, and I loved it so much. It's an amazing read. So yeah, definitely would say check out this book. It's a quest to crash the patriarchy. So yep. Then we have Invisibility by Andrew Kramer and David Leviathan. So this one I would say it's a quest to for Stephen to kind of it's a quest on different levels. A quest for Stephen to like find friends and find more of a community, which he kind of finds in the end. It's a quest for him to learn more about himself, but also it's like a quest for him to like kind of find a way out of his situation. Well, his situation. It's the name. Stephen. He's invisible. He's invisible to everyone except Elizabeth, the other main character. They're both main characters. So Elizabeth, she can see through curses, and Stephen is actually cursed. And yeah, so everyone except Elizabeth can't see him, so they kind of try to find a cure for like his curse. And yeah, so it's a quest to find a way out of his situation. So yeah, definitely say check it out. This book is amazing. It's an amazing read. So I haven't reread it in a few years, but yeah, like it's one of those books that when you reread it, you enjoy it just as much as the first time. And yeah, highly I recommend it. Can't recommend it enough. Then we have The Duke Heist by Erica Riley. So in this one, it's a historical romance, as you can see. It's pretty like obvious it's a romance, but it's also heist. There's a heist element in there, and so Chloe Winchester, she's kind of heisting. She's on a quest to get back a picture that the Duke has, and so yeah. So throughout the book, it's kind of like about getting back the picture and stuff. Though I suppose main part is a romance, but there's also a quest to like getting back the picture. And spoiler alert, she gets it back in the end. But yeah, this book also I read it earlier this year, and honestly, it's one of the best books I've read my whole life. It's an amazing read. So yeah, I would say check out this book if you're interested in romance, historical romance, or just an amazing read in general. Because yeah, it doesn't get much better than this one, really. Not in my opinion. And then we have The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities. So yeah, this is a Rick Riordan Presents anthology. I still haven't read a lot on it. I've started, haven't read a lot on it. But yeah, all of these kind of a quest based where there's kind of they have to find something or they have to save someone, and yeah, quest based stories. So yeah, this one also like for a readathon for this week, put picking up anthology is a great way to do it. I suppose you could just read one book, one story in this anthology, and you've managed this prompt. So yeah, was last but not least. But yeah, I've just kind of started on the Crooked Sixpence, which so far I'm really enjoying, and yeah, I'm kind of definitely sensing that there's a quest in there somewhere. So yeah, this is what I'm doing myself, and yeah, so that's my little a few of my quest recommendations. And if you have any recommendations for quest books, you can talk to me down below and tell me them. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Now, okay, so I mean, this is the last of the books that are like the prompts that are like book specific. There are two more prompts. I'm thinking I might kind of still do like a few recommendations for those two because I feel like they can still work in a way for recommendations. I'm not quite sure, so maybe I'll see you soon. Maybe. And yeah, bye.